Hello, I'm Ajahn Jyotipalo. Welcome to Sauntering into Silence. Almost exactly a year ago, around a year ago, Jason showed up at the monastery, blessed us with his presence and all of his hard work and friendship and kindness, and he has grown a tremendous amount over the year that he's been here. And Jason has some news for us.
Yes, Ajahn, firstly, thank you for interviewing me in the past twice that you and I have spoken on camera. I found it very helpful and just to kind of speak, and then it's like you catch yourself saying things you didn't realize you could say.
Right.
And welcome to everyone. Thank you for listening. My family likes to listen to this as well, so thank you for supporting me. So for the news, Ajahn, I'll be leaving Birken Forest Monastery in probably 6 days.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Have I really upset you that much?
No, actually, Ajahn, you've done the opposite of upset me. Almost the whole time I've been here, you've been very supportive and very inspiring and a good mentor and, I dare say, friend as well.
You can say that.
I can? Well,
Dhamma friend. We are Dhamma friends.
Dhamma friends. I have a flight booked to Bangkok for October. So when I'm in Bangkok, I'll be visiting Wat Pah Nanachat. And there I'll feel out the community and see if I like it. And then I'm also going to Malaysia to visit a monastery called Sasanaraka Buddhist Sanctuary. They shorten it to SBS. And at one of those two monasteries or another one that I run into while I'm kind of journeying around, wayfaring, hopefully I'll get the chance to take up the ropes and experiment with ordination. Who knows how it'll go, if it'll work for me or not, but I'm optimistic. And
right. Yeah, so when Jason first arrived, I think one of the very first interviews we were doing, he was like, how long is this interview going to be? And I was like, well, maybe 15 minutes. He goes, I don't know if I can sit that long. And now I think Jason's like the first one there in the morning and the last one to leave, and you've really learned to learned how to not make it painful. What are some of the things about living in a monastery that, insights or learnings that you got that kind of surprised you, like you weren't expecting to learn in a monastery?
One thing that really struck me is how much easier it is to practice with good conditions. So for instance, just for example, the sixth precept, sometimes people like to train to not take food after noon, and I tried to do that before I came to Birken because I read that was something people practice here. So I tried to experiment with it, but I wasn't able to. I just didn't have any motivation to not eat. And then when I was first here for the first couple weeks, I wasn't able to either. I would, sneak a peanut butter sandwich in the evening or something like that. And then slowly over time...
Which when people are working here really hard, Ajahn Sona gives them allowances to do that. So Jason wasn't breaking any precepts doing that. So just wanted to be clear on that.
not breaking any precepts, but in the sense where it was like against a rule of the monastery, but it kind of I was like, I made a determination and I wasn't able to keep it. So in that way it was kind of not breaking a precept per se, but more I was noticing a deficit in my ability to keep something I wanted to keep, to do something I wanted to do. And then over time, just being around people in a community where, we're given very generously by the cooks a large meal at noon. That's a condition that makes it far easier to not eat. Like if you don't have enough food, then it's very difficult to abstain from food in the evening, for example.
Right. And then you're also in a community where people aren't having dinner. You're not smelling food being cooked in the evening, and
the habit's not there as much.
That's a healthy condition for being able to follow the sixth precept.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And in a broader sense, that same idea rings true for meditation and kind of serenity of mind. And when you're around people who are not constantly pushing your buttons emotionally and who are themselves very interested in calming down and looking into what's actually going on in their own mind and their own heart, it kind of forces your attention inwards a little bit.
So this is Jason, our third member of the expedition. He's just arrived from Alberta, and he's an experienced mountaineer. He's summited many peaks all over the world. No?
No.
I win the bet.
Jeez, there's no squirrels around here.
Pretzel.
And there's an ant eating it,
Yeah.
but otherwise it's still there.
So who's the greatest?
Ajahn
Ajahn Jyoti.
So we have, you can't see it in the camera, but there's a tree that's been creaking. You probably heard it, and it's about ready to fall right onto Jason. So if he dies during this, what an exciting video this will be.
Oh, trust me.
There goes that.
How's the screen?
Oh, it's totally fine, I think. Wow. Yeah, that's quite looking.
Those shockproof cases work wonders these days.
Wow, that's
Cool.
don't try that at home. Your name is?
My name is Jason.
What are you doing here?
I'm following the Ajahn. I'm trying to find what this thing is about.
Hello, my name is Ajahn Jyoti Paulo, and we are guests of Jason, or Jason's a guest. of us.
I'm the guest here.
Okay, he's the talent. Jason is the talent. We've been out here 3 or 4 other occasions, and I said I wanted to do an interview with him, and I end up doing all the talking. This is about Jason.
Oh.
It's a big lady. Yeah. Makes you look like you're about 2 feet tall. Go for it. You're having too much fun.
A little bit, yeah. But
Well, I think we are disturbing an ant's nest here because they're starting to now crawl over my neck and stuff. So, so Jason, before we run off and let the ants back to their harmony, yeah. Well, I just wanted to, on behalf of everybody from Birken, just really appreciate all your service and friendship and kindness, and you've been a great example for the new people that came in as well. I don't think you need good luck, but just good fortune on your travels. Do you want to say anything about I did, one of my last videos was on generosity, and I heard you received a very nice, generous gift from someone to get to Thailand.
yes, my mother helped me book a flight to Thailand. Yeah. She I don't know if she'll watch this, but she made a funny joke where she said, "I'm buying this ticket for you, yes, but I'm hoping you'll change your mind and come back." So we'll see. I'm not gonna make a decision.
Right. Well, you can be a monk in Canada.
Yes.
We have examples of that.
Yeah, absolutely, and even monks who trained in the States, who are good examples. But I kind of feel my leaning is like, I'm curious about this, so I'm going to go experiment. But I don't know.
And that was the same for me. Like when I decided I wanted to ordain, the first place I went to was Wat Pah Nanachat. I did a few retreat centers before that, but my intention was to go to Wat Pah Nanachat, and I did, and I ended up ordaining in California. So you have to go and explore, and
Who knows what the future will hold?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it holds for me.
I hope good things, Ajahn. I've heard some rumors of some good things, but I won't be the one to share. Yeah.
Rumors about some news from Jyoti Paulo. That's a great introduction for the next video.
We'll keep it a secret. I won't share.
Okay.
Yes, but on my own behalf, thank you, Ajahn, for all that you've shared and taught me, and all of the kindness you've given me. And I'm enormously grateful to have an example like you as a friend, and to have been able to spend time with you and speak with you, and learn from how you live and how you treat others and from how you treat me. So
Right. It was very easy to do. And if you go back and watch my first 2 interviews with Jason, it's like I sat down to interview him, and he did all the questions. He asked all the questions. I was giving the interview, but I was answering all his questions. And I said at one point that that's what I like about Jason, is that he's got an open mind that asks questions. And the Buddha actually says that that's a proximate cause for wisdom, is being able to ask questions. So. Yeah.
Well, I'll get there someday.
You're going to do well.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Yep. Slip the ants back to their...
Yeah.
Say that Joe also is going to possibly be in Thailand at the same time you were. How did that happen?
Oh, Joe and I, he was really a good role model for me at my time at Birkin. Right from the beginning, he came up to me on my first day, said hello, and one day in mid-July, he and I were working on a garden. We were building some garden beds and kind of framing some stuff, digging some dirt, etc. And we started to talk about our futures and what we wanted to do with our lives, with the Dhamma, and we talked about the possibility of ordination and how that was something we were both interested in. And so meekly, I kind of brought up, was like, "Hey Joe, do you want to go to Nanachat with me?"
Yeah.
And yeah, let's do it. And so then we kind of slowly began to plan a trip together to Nanachat.
Yeah. And you may or may not end up there together, but the two of you were Dhamma friends that got each other on moving forward.
Absolutely. Like, I've got his back and he's got mine.
Excellent.
So we've kind of diverged a little bit. He's actually going to be in Thailand on September 14th, supposedly, which is when I'll be leaving Birkin. So he's ahead of me. My big brother's beating me.
He's clearing the path for you.
Exactly, yeah. So I do hope to meet him again very dearly.